if you stick with something long enough, you'll get it. The only way you can lose, the only way you can totally fail out is just to walk away, is to not do it anymore. It's definitely a slower process than people think it should be. But once you kind of come to terms with that and grow slowly, you know, how powerful the slow growth is and how lasting it will be.
Hi guys, welcome to another WCG Investments webinar. My name is Vinny Carias and I'm here with my partner, Tim Woodbridge. And today we are going to talk about WCG Investments attending SECO, which is the Southeast Owners Conference. Is that what it is?
Community Owners.
Community Owners Conference. Okay. So that, and it took place in Atlanta this year. And I wasn't able to attend, but Matthias and Tim, they represented the company at the conference. How was the conference, Tim?
It was good. It was good. I had the hats that you guys made for us with the WCG logo.
Yeah.
So we wore that and definitely represented. And I wore the T-shirt also. That was fun.
Cool.
But yeah, it's a great conference. Really good to meet up with old friends.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did they give you compliments on your hat and your T-shirt?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're like, man, the people who made those, they're the leaders of the WCG. I'm like, I know. I work for them. They're my bosses.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Kudos to Marianne.
Yeah, Marianne is the boss. We all know
Marianne is the boss. So for the viewers and listeners, why would WCG Investments want to attend a conference like SECO?
Oh man, I love SECO. It's nationwide now. Community owners. So there's people from all over. It's always, to the best of my knowledge, in Atlanta. But we get to go learn about market trends, talk with people who are buying and selling, and just reconnect with people. Made a couple really, really good renewed connections, and looking forward to continue growing with all the people we met.
That's awesome. Was there anything at the conference that really stood out to you?
Yes, and it's a personal one, right? So I remember going to my first SECO, I think 3 years ago, and being all nervous and oh man, everyone here is so much further ahead than I am, and I learned a ton then. And then this one, there were I think there's something like 80% of new people, people who had never attended a SECO before, were at this one. And so there was a lot of people asking Matthias and myself, how do you do it? And it's just, oh, okay. We've made a lot of progress in a short amount of time. And, yes, we're learning about, the new trends and things like that with the mobile home park space, but we're also able to give back and provide guidance to people who are at where we were a few years ago.
Yeah, and that has to feel good, right? Because you were once there. You were the new guy. And now you're giving back, right? People are reaching out to you, asking you questions.
Yeah. It wasn't long ago. It wasn't long ago that was me.
That is awesome. How does SECO compare to other industry events?
So I like SECO because it's for community owners. I mean, MHI is the Manufactured Housing Institute and very home focused, but this is very much like for community owners, for operators. And then IMN, I went to, which is more higher level, big money sort of thing, a lot of private equity people, and more of that bigger company sort of feel. And I like that too. I like all of them. They're different. I like SECO in that you can tell the people who run SECO really it's their passion. They have their heart into manufactured housing communities. And so it really shows, and you go to this and everyone who, all the owners, we can all share stories. We can all share tips and tricks and stories. And everyone has been in the ditches, as it were. Everyone's rolled up their sleeves and gotten stuff done. So it's very level playing field sort of feel.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Share war stories, right? I'm sure there's a lot of that.
Yeah. You got some good ones. Yeah.
What trends and challenges did you hear the most about from other attendees?
So from other attendees, and this goes back to the, newer people being there. It was people saying, "Oh, I can't find a deal. I can't find a deal." And then me being able to share, "Oh, well, you don't find deals, you make deals." And kind of sharing our process. And then, in the classes and stuff and people who are presenting, I mean, it's a lot of the similar stuff, a lot of people, everyone there's very bullish on mobile home parks and affordable housing and, just figuring out different ways to do, to provide affordable housing to people. It's like, yeah, mobile home parks and mobile homes are great, but it's not the only way to do affordable housing. And so like, that's kind of like the backbone of things. It's like, yeah, like we love mobile home parks, but at the heart of it, it's the affordable housing. How can we solve this while still obviously making money for ourselves, for our investors, all of that, while simultaneously providing like a good product for people. So I heard, about 3D printed homes and stuff like that. Not the first time I heard about it, but I've definitely been tracking that. And so it's like, okay, is there a better way to do stuff? And I mean, when we were in Tennessee, when we went to the Clayton and Vanderbilt, not the factory, the headquarters, we saw like all the different product that Clayton's putting out, because it's sure, the problem is affordable housing and the product is mobile homes. But Clayton also had all those other different products that they have. And so it's like this is the problem that we are solving. Like, sure, we're making money, like everyone's making money, because you got to make money to really give a damn, is in my experience what I've found. But like, if you can make money while simultaneously doing a lot of good, I think that's the intersection of where things come together and where, you're changing the world. But yeah, I love stuff like that. I nerd out on like, okay, this is working great. What else can we do? How can we do this better? Always pushing a little bit forward.
Yeah, I mean, affordable housing is a problem, right? It's becoming a challenge to even own a home. So I think that's shown by the amount of new people at that conference. You said 80% of the people that attended were new, right?
Yes.
So people are getting creative, kind of like what you said about Clayton, right? They're getting, we're getting creative in the way we provide that mechanism for people to afford a house or a living space, right? For us, it's mobile home parks. That's what we know, and that's what we're good at, right? That's what we're saying, it's mobile home parks. But it's great to be in a place where you can generate impact, right? Because when you can help people, and that's when it gives meaning to what you're doing, right? For me, it's not just about making money, but in a sense, giving back, giving people an opportunity to have a clean, nice place to live, right? That's another thing I want to make sure that our tenants have a nice, clean, livable place where they can feel proud of, right? That's the goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what excites you the most about the direction of the industry after being at SECO?
Yeah, every time I go to a conference, I'm like, this is the industry that I'm proud to be in. And so, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of new. There wasn't a whole lot of different and like revolutionary. And that's probably, I like that. It's like, I can wrap my head around affordable housing. And so it's like, yeah, like, right now we're doing the mobile homes and maybe I was talking to someone there and we were talking about getting into like a 3D printer. And so it's, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it has to make sense financially. It has to, the numbers have to work. But stuff like that's exciting. It's like, okay, how can we do this a different way? And it doesn't even have to be better. But like at the same time, it's like, well, this is what we have. And so let's continue to do this, continue to make parks a little bit better. It doesn't have to be revolutionary as much as it has to be something that provides specific value to people.
Right. That's pretty cool. So how does attendance SECO support WCG's mission and goals?
They being around everyone doing the same thing. It's like I win with my friends, and the better another community owner does, the better we do, even if it's not direct, right? So yeah, being there, being around people, seeing what everyone else is doing, and then also, being there for newer people. That's like super meaningful. And so, there's definitely a component to our business that is giving back, and that provided that kind of tangible giving back. Kind of similar, like the guy who reached out to us recently, who's like, "Do you guys mentor?" Right. And it's like, we haven't, not officially, but yeah, we'd like to. We're doing it, and we can help with people, not just taking down deals, because every class can tell you how to take down a deal, but we can help with buying businesses or like forming it into a business, and like what's that look like? Because it's all the stuff that we're doing too. But yeah, it's super meaningful to be able to do that and help people, and just grow different businesses. I mean, I was talking to a friend there about eventually doing like a debt fund on mobile homes and like what that would look like. And, all these ideas that we have that we want to do, and being like, oh, you're the right person for that. And then like, our partner, Carrie, was there too. And I was like, we need to like really figure out how to get a WCG home solutions kind of vertical going. And I would love for her to lead it. And I've told her, and I told her there too, I'm like, you need to lead this. And, when the time is right, we'll totally do that. But yeah, a lot of business is seeing who continues to show up, even when it's, not directly putting money in your pocket, like who's still doing the work, who's buying into the vision. And yeah, it's just cool. Seeing the same people over and over.
I think it's awesome. And what I hear is growth, and we're growing in different areas. Something that's neat is you mentioned the guy that reached out about mentorship opportunities. People may not know this, but part of our strategic vision is mentoring, right? Giving back to the people that want to learn, that want to drive impact the way we're doing, right? People don't know that, but it is part of our strategic initiative. And for somebody to reach out asking for it before we even provide it, that says a lot, right? They see the traction, they see the work that we're doing, and they want to align to that. They're looking at it and they say, hey, that's pretty cool. How can I do the same? How can I partner? How can I grow like that? So it's kind of like a confirmation, right? That we're moving in the right direction and in that correct trajectory. So it feels pretty good.
Yeah. And, we have big goals, right? To provide affordable housing to 10,000 people by 2030 and 100,000 people by 2050. We can't do that alone. We need amazing people to come with us to help us. So we can all grow together while being on that really, really big mission of making a big difference in the world.
Yes. So this webinar, we just wanted to put it together just to share about WCG Investments at SECO, and, just sharing the experience. But what key messages do you want people to walk away with after attending the conference?
So if you stick with something long enough, you'll get it. The only way you can lose, the only way you can totally fail out is just to walk away, is to not do it anymore. You have to keep at it, even if it doesn't seem like you're getting any traction. You really are. In the next year, when you come to SECO again, you'll be able to turn around and look where you were, today, and see all the growth that you've had. Even if you haven't taken a deal down, people are like, I'm getting nowhere. I don't have anything. I don't have a deal. And here's the secret. Even when you have that deal, it's not going to be as life-changing as you think it is. It's going to put you on a path to be more life-changing, but you're not going to wake up one day and be like, oh my gosh, I don't ever have to worry about money again, or whatever. It's better in everyone's head than it is in reality. But like when you get there, it'll put you on the path to grow into that individual who can be there. It's definitely a slower process than people think it should be. But like once you kind of come to terms with that and grow slowly, you know, like how powerful the slow growth is and how like lasting it will be. But yeah, for all the newer people, just keep coming back. You know, if you're excited about it and it's something you want to do, just keep coming back and keep putting offers out and keep failing forward.
Yes. You touched on something that's super important. In life, you can't give up, right? If you have a dream, if you want something, you have to keep on pushing. So many times I've wanted something, I worked really hard and I failed. And there were times that I wanted to give up. And I'm talking big picture and not just real estate. And that extra push to not give up, it's pretty much what kept me going and got me to succeed. You know what I mean? A lot of times we want to give up and we may just want to say, you know what, I can't do this. It's done. But if you keep on pushing, right, being consistent every day, you will be successful. So if anything out of this webinar, you know, just keep pushing, be consistent, reach out for help, attend conferences, join masterminds, talk to people doing the thing that you want to do. And the main thing is be consistent and take action, right? If you have a desire and don't take action, you're not going to go anywhere. You just have a desire. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Any last words for today's webinar, Tim?
Yeah, just to echo what you said, you know, to all the new people who are interested in getting where we are, yeah, just keep being around the people, keep, you know, give to people who are where you want to be. You know, you and I were talking about Tori and how she just started helping. Yeah. And now she's an asset manager on 2 of our deals. And like, we're going to grow with her. Like Carrie, who did a cold outreach to me one time and has just like stayed connected. And now she is in one of our a different one of our deals. And I want her to take over, like to lead up the creation of WCG, like home solutions. So yeah, I mean, stuff doesn't happen overnight and it's not one for one. It's not like, okay, if I work this, you're going to pay me this. Go into things with a mindset of how can we grow together, and then, you know, things will work out. And even if, like, you know, it doesn't work out with someone you're working with, being that go-giver, you'll immerse yourself in it and you'll find out how can I make this like a full-time living.
Right. How do I add value first?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Again, we just wanted to share our experience at SECO. As always, if you have any questions in terms of what we're working on, in terms of parks that we're closing, if you're an investor trying to learn how you can double your money within 5 to 7 years, or how you can save on taxes through commercial real estate, hey, reach out. We're here to answer any questions you may have. And as you heard, we're growing, right? This is just the beginning. We are growing. If you want to be a part of this, then reach out. You never know, right? So, yeah, with that said, you guys have a good one. And again, thank you for joining. Take care.